Hello, happy Monday. Happy Monday, and welcome to Meeting of the Minds Mondays, where we are here one Monday a month and we talk about many different topics from business to art to self and everywhere in between. I'm your host, Intelexx, and we are doing our part 4 of creating generational wealth. Just a few announcements. If you did not check out last night's seminar, it was a blast. It is on our YouTube channel. You can subscribe while you're there. But if you want to stay up to date on all things Intelexx, go to that link in our bio, go to Intelexx.com, subscribe to our email list, as well as our app, where we give you some goodies that you don't get on all of our social media platforms. All right, and our Showcase Your Talent show, the theme for this month is Winter Want Artland, and we will be live on Thursday the 28th from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Zoom, and it will also be live streamed to YouTube. All right, so we are going to jump right in for the sake of time. Thank you all for tuning in. For those who will catch this later, thank you for taking the time out to listen to this live. All right, so we're going to do things a little bit different this time. Just to recap, because we've been on creating generational wealth for quite a while now. So our first part was on stocks and trades and how you can win with that, taking those risks, but taking calculated risks. And happy Monday, and welcome to Meeting of the Minds Mondays. I am your host, Intelexx, and we are doing part 4 of creating generational wealth. We've been on this topic for quite some time, so we're going to jump into this. Thank you so much for everyone who is tuned in. For those who will catch this later, I appreciate you for taking the time out to delve and see what we've got going on. So here at Meeting of the Minds Mondays, we do this one Monday a month where we talk about anything from business to art to self and everywhere in between. All right, so make sure to stay tuned. So this is part 4, so I'm going to give you a little recap. But prior to this recap, just a couple of announcements. If you did not catch last night's seminar, it went off with a hitch. Okay, it was a blast. And if you want to catch the replay, it is on our YouTube. Make sure you subscribe while you're at it. We also have email subscribers. All right, so if you are interested in staying up to date on all things Intelexx, make sure to subscribe to our email list. It is free $99, and download our app, the Artrepreneurs Hub, where you can get all of our goodies that we don't share on our social media. You'll be in the know and first to know with what we have going on. And the last thing I'll mention before we jump in is our Showcase Your Talent show. This month's theme is Winter Wonderland, and we will be live December 28th, which is a Thursday this month, from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Zoom, and we'll be live streaming to YouTube. All right, so if you have any issues with getting on Zoom, you can still watch us on YouTube, okay? Also, we have so much going on, so much in store. All right, and if you want to stay up to date on all things Intelexx, make sure to connect with us. All right, and if you are interested in participating in the showcase, there are still spots available, feature spots, sponsor spots, as well as contestant spots. All right, this will be our lower prize. The grand prize will be next month, so you will be in the running if you do win. All right, so just to recap what we've been going over for generational wealth, the first part dealt with stocks and trades and how you can get more information on that. Find a mentor, take those calculated risks, but know what you're doing. Don't put yourself out there and lose money and then blame it on somebody else because you didn't properly do your research, right? So make sure, if you want to go that route, do your research and take those risks if you're willing or if you're able to take those risks. All right, part 2 was more so on how you can generate income through products, through services, through innovation. Make it to where your customers can get what you're selling based on what they want. So when you're in the market of sales, you have to make sure that your clients are being satisfied, not you, not what you want, what they want. All right, so product innovation. And then part 3, last month we spoke on seeing how there are many different people who have created income for themselves, and you got to see a little bit and hear a little bit about their process and what they did and how, they can help others by giving advice on things that they've done, taking risks, really going after your dreams, figuring out what exactly you want, doing what you love, and so much more. So this time around, we are going to focus on abundance and what that means and how you can create an abundance mindset based on how you think, because you attract what you think, and if you're thinking poor-minded, then that's what you're going to have in every area of life. But when you're thinking with an abundance mindset, that's when you'll have more abundance, because you attract what you are. So I start thinking more positively. I don't know what's going on with this internet connection today, but we're going to try this again. So we just went over the recap. We went over how you can follow us. We're going to add it all to our live, okay? So, but right now we're going to get into this abundance with Lisa Nichols. So check this out.
Hi there, and welcome back to the Lisa Nichols Show, where together we discover the tools that we all need to achieve and live the life in our business and our personal life that's our dreams. I'm so excited to be with you today, because today we're going to talk about the 3 myths about abundance. I love this topic because once people become aware of these myths and see the evidence that they're literally myths and they're not true, then so much more becomes possible. First of all, let me just jump right in and just talk about, before I give you myth number 1, 2, or 3, let me explain abundance. Because I grew up, I never even heard of the word abundance. Like, I heard prayer, I heard, birthright, I heard wealth, but I didn't hear abundance. And so many people think that abundance is something ambiguous and outside of their realm of possibility, and it's not. I mean, really, if you trust me at all, let me tell you, abundance is not something that's outside of our realm. So, myth number 1, abundance is available to only some people. Now, special people, they get to have abundance. Those people over there, that select few, the people that look like that, who come from that family, or who have that certain skin tone or that background, they get to have abundance, but not people like us, not people like me. That's a myth. And we've lived inside that myth for years. And let me just say, let's just drop a truth bomb, keep it 100. There are individuals in our lifetime that have told us that that myth was the truth. You're not allowed to have wealth and abundance because you live in that community, or because your family come from that background, or because whatever the reason is, whether it's spiritually, culturally, socioeconomically, geographically, we have told ourselves that we don't get to have abundance, or we've listened to someone else. People like you don't get to have abundance. Listen, when we subscribe to statements like that, we automatically, listen to this, opt ourselves out of the possibility for abundance. Now, let me be very clear so you know what abundance is. Abundance is a 360 experience. It's not just wealth. Wealth is a slice of the abundance pie. Wealth is not the abundance pie. It's a slice. Abundance is having this whole experience, both in wealth, financially, physically, in your health and wellness, spiritually, and in your spirituality, and in relationships and family and romance and friendships. That's abundance. Abundance is a 360 experience. We don't just believe that abundance isn't available for us when we're told or when we decide to subscribe to it, but we act in a way that actually blocks abundance from coming into our lives. Have you ever self-sabotaged? Hello? I know I have. Because I couldn't believe that whatever it was I was pursuing was actually really for me. Now, my mouth was saying, I want it, want it, want it. But my actions were actually saying, I don't believe I can actually have it. I always say, when the tongue in your mouth and the tongue in your shoe are going in two different directions, you will never get where you think you want to go. But when you can align the tongue in your mouth and the tongue in your shoe, yes, this is my foot, and they go in the same direction, then all of a sudden, amazing things happen, like abundance. So you have to remember that if you don't believe abundance is your birthright, that everyone can have it, then you'll begin to operate from a place of hustle or surviving. I know that story. I did it for years. Instead of from a place of thriving, longevity, because you thought it was only for those people over there, and that they're the only ones that can actually have abundance and ease in their lives. And it has to be hard. Listen, I'll keep putting my hand up because I was already on Oprah. I was already on before. I'm always right to an abundant life. Let me say it again. One more again. As my grandmother would say, say it one more again, girl. Abundance is your birthright. Myth number 2. Abundance is singularly focused on wealth and finances. This is a big one. Wealth is about money.
So, this is part 4. So what I'm going to do, because the connection is acting very crazy today, I'm going to compile all of the lives that we just did, and then I'll post that. But we're going to come back and try this again next week. All right. We got some goodies for you, but the internet is acting crazy today. So we're going to come back and do this another time. All right. I hope you all have a great Monday. And until next time, if you want to stay up to date on all things Intelexx, make sure to subscribe to our email list, our YouTube channel, download our app, the Artrepreneurs Hub, in the Mighty Networks in your Apple Store or Play Store. And make sure if you want to participate in our talent show, Showcase Your Talent Show, this month's theme is Winter Wonderland. There are still spots available for features, contestants, and sponsors. This is the lower prize month. Next month is the grand prize. And if you win, you will be in the running for next month's prize. All right. So until next time, have an amazing Monday and an awesome rest of your week.